And welcome back everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 6. Had to end the video in a bit of a funny place there. It didn't really go to plan that. Well, I would have left the video I wasn't happy with, and it might have overran anyways. Any point reason though, it's time to go about here and speak to this old man. And we know you've been waiting for us. Give me what, a save point? Oh no, that's no save point. That's a magicite. If I melted it and forged a sword, it'd be powerful. And this leads to... it's an awkward decision, folks. I've been pondering this decision for quite a while. Since basically before we even got to the World of Ruin, I've been thinking about this decision. And I've been tossing it around my head, and I've been trying to think which one to do. Now, I'll give you the pros, really, of both of them. Having the magicite of Ragnarok, the advantages of that is that the magic it will teach you at a times-on rate, it will teach you Ultima. Now, Ultima is Ultima, and for people who do not know what Ultima is, it is basically the most powerful magic spell in the game. Usually, occasionally there's exceptions, but rule of thumb, Ultima, most powerful magic attack, and probably one of the most powerful attacks in the game, for that matter. You know, it's extreme damage, it's not elemental. And also, Ragnarok, if you sort of summon it in battle, it can morph enemies, which you can use to get hold of some pretty interesting piece of equipment, though it's... Personally, that's not something I've ever really massively cared about. Generally, not usually as far as the Final Fantasy series is concerned, but especially in this game, I've never really cared much about morphing this in this game. It's just too awkward, really. But as far as the sword's concerned, we see now the thing is, Ragnarok can it will teach you Ultima, and that is unique to Espers in that it can teach you Ultima. No other Esper can. The problem here is that it is not the only thing that teaches you Ultima. You know, we got that curse shield from the other old man a little while earlier. Well, that old man gave us the curse shield. Now, the curse shield is not good because basically it will reduce all your stamina and your magic and all that. It will go down by 7. You take double damage from all elemental attack. You start off battle confused and on berserk and poisoned and condemned. It's really bad. However, if you have someone who is using the curse shield, well, not everyone, there is a couple of exceptions, but if you have the curse shield, and you decide, and you have the person who's wearing it, and you manage to win, and there's a bit of debate over the number, if it's 255 or 256, I don't really care which one it is, I honestly don't care. There's a lot of debate over which one it is. I think it's 256, but I don't care. But if you manage, that's the person who has the curse shield on, doesn't matter who is, or how many sort of thing, and they manage to survive 250 however many battles it is, that you've won, and the shield bearer is alive, the curse shield will sort of have the curse sort of broken. The curse shield will turn into the paladin shield. Now, not only is the Paladin Shield amazing, and that sort of absorbs so much stuff, its stats is absolutely amazing, the Paladin Shield will teach the Shield Bearer Ultima as well at a times-1 rate. So, Ultima is not unique to the Esper. On top of that, the Ragnarok sword is really powerful. I mean, it's it uses it can randomly cast flare. It can it really boosts a lot of your stats, like magic power and all that sort of stuff, up by sort of 7, and evade up 30%. It uses the sort of MP boost technique the Rune Blade did, so it uses MP to deal critical damage and stuff like that. However, you can then bet the Ragnarok sword in the Colosseum. It's a difficult fight, but you can bet the Ragnarok in the Colosseum, and if you manage to survive the fight, which, well, I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but I know it's not easy, you can get hold of the Illumina sword. which is possibly one of the best weapons in the game. Not only can it randomly cast Pearl, not only does sort of like all those base stats go up by +7, and it gives you a plus 50% evade and magic evade, which is amazing. But it can also, it uses the MP boosting technique. Its damage is not affected by row, and it also never misses. And that is amazing. And I mean, the sort of change of the sword of Ragnarok and Ultima is sort of minor, but the fact that I have another way of teaching the party Ultima, in a way, in my honest opinion, the fact I don't use Morph really in this game, kind of makes Ragnarok, in my personal opinion, it makes it not redundant, but it's more useful if I get the sword. In all honesty, if the Paladin Shield didn't teach you Ultima, I would get Ragnarok. But the fact that it does, and it's not too hard to unbreak the curse if you know how, might as well. I think I'm going to go for the sword. I'm not going to reverse my decision, but I'm going for the sword. But it's an awkward choice for me personally. I will definitely admit. And I'll show you the sword here, wherever it is. Oh yeah, the Valiant Knife. Yes, it's a lock here. Yeah, it's more powerful as HP decreases. The opposites of the Atma weapon. Here we are. Yeah, Ragnarok. Only 4 people can use it. Yeah. Pretty big boost. Except with the Illumina, its speed is +7, the evades are 50%, and it can randomly cast Pearl, and all the rest of the stuff I said. And I will try and get that changed to Illumina. Not at this point, but I will have a damn good crack at it. I'll do that the same time we're getting the Genji armor and shield. In fact, and I'll probably do it afterwards, because you need to be super prepared to deal with trying to get that to Illumina sword. It is not a fun fight, as far as I remember, and it should be a fun fight. Why should it be? Yeah, all these doors are locked, aren't they? Yeah, so lock can unlock all these. I don't think there's much in any of them. They're all just sort of deserted. Narshe is deserted. It's all empty. But that's all really there is to do now in Narshe. We've got everything we need to. Now I would have gone to another area, folks, but I'm not going to be able to, because now that we've got hold of the cursed shield, it is time. Well, I'm going to now take the time to uncurse the shield, and there is a very good way of uncursing the shield, just so you know. Now let's get a party together here. Let's check the party members. Let's see who am I going to have for this. It shouldn't matter hugely who you have this. Let's have Terra. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to take this time as well, because it's 250 battles. I'm also going to take this time to help sort of prepare the party. I'm going to be using the Fanatics Tower and get to learn some good spells for them to use there, because you can change equipment and come and go and levels and whatever, but spells you've got to put in the time to learn. So it makes sense to, in my opinion, to take the time to learn the spells now while I'm sort of doing the cursed shield thing. Let's do those, not the party. And these will be the 4 I will be using for that fight. Right. So what I'm going to do with Terra is I'm going to give her the Ragnarok. Yeah, look at that. Oh my god, that is amazing. And who am I going to decide to give Cursed Shield? Yeah, you see, look, Cursed Shield, not good, folks. But I'll actually quickly show you the Cursed Shield here. Wherever the hell it is. Yeah, Cursed Shield is cursed. Never would have guessed it. Yeah. You see, makes you weak to everything, and you can see stats, really bad. But the problem is, is that when you equip the Cursed Shield, so I'll just do it like this, is that when you equip them, it will inflict a variety of status effects on you. It inflicts, I've got it down here, Mute, Muddle, Berserk, Seizure, and Condemned. Which is really bad. So basically your opponent's just going to be attacking everyone. However, there is a way around this. You see, if you give them one of those pair of earrings, the ribbon, it will negate all those status elements apart from condemned, which is really, really nice. So now you don't have to worry about any of those status elements, just condemned. So you know that you beat, you win the fight beforehand. Just going to give her Realm some equipment. I'll give her the heal rod, whatever. It doesn't usually matter what equipment I give her. This is just sort of, it doesn't really matter, really. Give her the Genji helmets, give her the Behemoth suits. Actually, I'll give her the Mania. And everyone else is fine. Yep. Right. Now, you might be thinking, well, come on, this is like, that's 250 fights. That's going to take me that's going to take me ages. Well, firstly, you can't go to the Veldt. I'm just going to say you can't get the battles at the done at the Veldt. I don't think. But there's a much easier way of doing this and uncursing the shield. It will still take you some time, folks. If this takes maybe a few hours, you've done a pretty good job of it. What you want to do here is come back to the solitary island. Now, if we what we want to do here is just walk around the solitary island here. And if you remember correctly, here in the solitary island, you will remember if you stay on these sort of bits, you'll be able to you'll take on stuff like this, the peepers, and these are all the enemies that will just die die straight away because they've already got seizure and they've got no health. You remember. And also, they do virtually no damage to you. So, basically, if you have the ribbon, and you just come here, you could have with Terra on her own if you wanted to. Just give her, like the Marvel shoes, and she would be fine. She basically could not die here. And you come from here, and you can basically just use 200 and... you can just use the 250 battles, and you can get it done no problem whatsoever. It is not even an issue. And for that, this place has got to be the place to do it here. Yeah, but it will still take you quite a while to learn, is the problem. But, what can you do, really? So what I'm going to do, between this recording session and the next, I have had to do a lot more off-screen stuff than I thought I would. It has taken a lot longer. Is between this recording session and the next one, I will uncurse the shield. Also, there's something else I forgot to quickly talk about this. On all these fights that you get, you'll gain 1 experience point as long as you don't go into the desert, because then you can find like the that dragony thing. And so what you can do, because that that both the fights, whether it's peepers or against whatever, will give you 1 experience. If you look at your the amount of experience you've got for a level up, you can actually use that to count how many fights you've got left. So like I've done 1 fight, so I've got 450. So say I've got another 255 battles to go, I will know that if I keep going back and looking, whenever I get to 195, 196 experience left for a level up, I know I'm done. Well, obviously no, so and you can use that and you can measure how many fights you've got left. So I would have started with 451. And what I will do actually is I will actually keep track and I will see just if it is 255 or 256 battles. I'm pretty sure it's 256, but well, God knows anymore. And also, I'll show you, you can see my time there of 32 hours, 40 minutes. So when we come back, I can show you how long this has taken. Though it will take a while, folks. It will take a good few hours. So, you got to be prepared to put in the time, but the rewards are well worth it. And, as far as I'm concerned, this isn't grinding either, because, I'm not getting any experience from this. All I'm getting is a tiny bit of MP for this. The MP is really nice. I can definitely use that to help me, learn stuff. Stop waving at me, Ronald. And, completely fine. You basically, you're fine. And let's have a look at the Ragnarok. Better not die now. Yeah, really, really nice, that Ragnarok sword. Trust me, the Illumina is even better. It is even better, and it's so much damage, it's crazy. Right, well, I'm going to go take the time to do that between sessions, so I'm going to call it a session. So thank you all very much for watching, and I shall see you next video.